Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. This is, is it a roundup of the FA Cup? I'm just shocked about one result and I thought I've got to do a video on this. I've got to give my thoughts because I can't believe what I've just witnessed. You know, I knew Nottingham Forest were fairly decent. Obviously, not a team to look at and get intimidated by because they are in the Championship. So if you support a Premier League club, you look at Forest and you go, yeah, we should be beating you. But then they done a madness and beat Arsenal. Now, today, they've knocked out the holders of the FA Cup and not just knock out a 1-0, a last-minute 2-1 win, 4-1. 4-1! It's funny, I can probably hear all the Arsenal fans right now going, see, we didn't lose to a rubbish team, we lost to a decent side. And they absolutely looked like one today against Leicester City. Unreal scenes. Leicester looking quite bad, let's have it right, but I got to give credit to Nottingham Forest here. Nottingham Forest are going into this competition now in the last 16. Technically, we are into the 5th round of the FA Cup. The 6th round will be the quarterfinals. They're going into this now as dark horses. Let's have it right. They've managed to knock out Arsenal, you know, top-end Premier League team. Some would debate that, but top-end Premier League team. Now they've beaten Leicester. Again, some people might debate whether they're actually as good as a lot of people think they are because, you know, yes, they've won the league a few years ago and yes, they won the FA Cup last season and they beat Chelsea in the final and that I was quite gutted at that result personally, as many of you would probably imagine. But Nottingham Forest now, doing what they've done against Leicester, fantastic. And today, they played like a proper Premier League side. I would love to see Nottingham Forest back into the Premier League. I just want to say that now. I would love to have Nottingham Forest back. It's been a long time coming. And I think with their history, with their prestige in terms of what they've achieved in the past, it would be nice to have them back in the Premier League in the same way that we managed to have Leeds come back. You know, in the same way that, you know, a team like Southampton, when they went down, you remember they came back up and it was like, okay, you're back where I think you should be. There are teams that go down who have actually done things in the past that you look at and go, yeah, you know what, it would be nice if you came back to the Premier League. Nottingham Forest, I feel like are that. 2-time European champions. I mean, you know, they should be in the Premier League. Let's have it right. But right now, playing the way that they did today against Leicester, 4 goals put in past Leicester today in a very, very good manner. So fair play to Nottingham Forest. Very happy. And what a competition this is so far. As of yesterday, how many shocks did we see? How many shocks? Unbelievable. Well, I mean, how many shocks? What I mean by that is not even if the result didn't even happen. Take Chelsea, for example. Chelsea going to extra time with Plymouth Argyle. Plymouth almost getting an equaliser with 3 minutes to go in extra time, which could have taken it to penalties, but Kepa saving the penalty. Those sort of results. West Ham had to go to extra time against Kidderminster Harriers. Kidderminster Harriers were winning 1-0 up until the last minute of the game. And then Declan Rice managed to score in the last minute. And then in extra time, in the last minute, they got a winner. So you got to look at Kidderminster Harriers and go, oh, you know, you guys, I feel sorry for you guys. You guys are done. You guys were actually done. You know, you think that they deserve something a bit more from that game. Mad things happening. We've had Nottingham Forest knock out Leicester City, previously knocking out Arsenal. We've had Manchester United get knocked out this FA Cup match day against Middlesbrough on penalties. And you look at the way that match went down, Man United had 28 shots on goal or something like that. 28, I think it was. Or was it a little bit more? I don't even know. I've lost count. You know, unbelievable. But they've only managed to put one in the net. Bruno Fernandes missing an open net. Ronaldo missing a penalty. Goes to penalties after extra time. Extra time, United looked all over the place. Goes into penalties, and a 19-year-old Elanga ends up costing them the game, where you got to feel for the lad. So when you take it into context, it's been a crazy match day. Obviously, Chelsea going to extra time with Plymouth Argyle. That's a result you don't really expect. What a match day. What an absolute match day this has been. Obviously, previously, we had Cambridge beat Newcastle. This is the beautiful thing about the Cup. This is the beautiful thing about the FA Cup. You just don't know what you're going to get. And now we know the draw for the next round of the FA Cup, and it's a good one in terms of looking at where the Premier League teams are all lined up at the moment. We haven't really got any big games happening in the next round of the FA Cup. But what we do have is teams that will eventually meet each other from the quarterfinal onwards. In the draw, we managed to get Luton Town versus Chelsea. So Chelsea will be travelling away to Luton Town. Chelsea have a very good draw there. But again, you never know. Who knows? Luton Town might end up beating Chelsea 1-0. You never know. Crystal Palace versus Stoke City. So we've got one Premier League side against a non-Premier League side. Peterborough United versus Manchester City. That's going to be another one. You expect Man City to win that? Surely Man City win that. Surely. If they lose to Peterborough United, there's a problem in this competition. They won't, I don't think. But again, you never know. This is the beautiful thing. You never know. Peterborough, you got Liverpool or Cardiff. Well, Liverpool did beat Cardiff. So Liverpool versus Norwich City. That's a Premier League clash, but you expect Liverpool to get through that. Southampton versus West Ham. Premier League clash. That's going to be an interesting one. I expect West Ham to win, but you never know. Middlesbrough versus Tottenham Hotspur. One Premier League team versus a non-Premier League team. So Tottenham you'd expect to get through, but what Middlesbrough done to Manchester United was actually fantastic. So don't put it past them to get a result against Tottenham. That's another thing. Nottingham Forest going up against Huddersfield Town. So this is what I'm saying now. Nottingham Forest versus Huddersfield. You'd look at it on paper and you think that's a pretty even clash. What Nottingham Forest have had to do to get to this stage, though, puts them as immediate favourites. So I expect them to get through to the quarterfinals. Could you imagine Nottingham Forest in the quarterfinal of the FA Cup? It's been a long time since we've seen Nottingham Forest, in a conversation about a trophy. It's been a long time. A top trophy, I mean, one of the main trophies. And we've got Everton versus Bournemouth or Bournemouth. Now, I don't know if that game has actually been played. Has that game been played? No, it hasn't yet. So, yeah, we'll wait and see what happens with that game. So, it's going to line up, I think, to quarterfinals that are going to be pretty much Premier League versus Premier League, Premier League versus Premier League, Premier League versus Premier League. Maybe the odd one like a Forest, maybe another odd one, you never know. But it's going to be a very, very good end to the FA Cup, I reckon. Quarterfinals onwards are going to be very interesting. But today and yesterday goes to prove why this competition, and this is why I'm doing the video on it, because I feel like this competition has become underrated, and I don't understand why. It's turned into the modern-day Carabao Cup. It shouldn't. It's the FA Cup. This competition is the greatest domestic competition on the planet. I don't care what anyone says. Try and compare it to the Coppa del Rey. Try and compare it to the Coppa Italia. Try and compare it to La Coupe de France. Try and compare it to something else. You will not be able to. The FA Cup has its own level. It's crazy. It's the oldest cup competition in world football, and rightly so. I think it's the most exciting cup competition in world football. Domestic cup competition, I might add, not continental. I do want to clarify. Of course, the Champions League is bigger than this. Let's put it right. But in terms of domestic competitions all across the world, nothing touches the FA Cup. And it's because you get results like this. You just never know. That's the beauty and that's the charm. I hate when I see teams having to just, throw loads of youngsters on. Yeah, play the kids. This is the FA Cup. Show some respect. Show some respect to it. In the Carabao Cup, I can understand. In the FA Cup, at least at this stage of the competition, normally everyone's playing their strongest team. Normally, at that point, you play your strongest. I'm still seeing, rest players there. We'll save them for the league. It's the FA Cup. Anyway, I hope that we're not losing that respect that the FA Cup deserves, because I remember watching the FA Cup, even growing up back, late 90s, early 2000s, and a lot of the older people can go even further back, where the FA Cup was looked at as a big game. Yeah, we got a cup game today. Yeah, let's go for it. Strongest team out. Let's have it. Atmosphere was there. It was a massive occasion. Now, teams don't take it really seriously up until a quarterfinal or even a semi-final stage. Show some respect on this name. Show some respect on the FA Cup, people. It's the FA Cup. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below in regards to this weekend's crazy fixtures and results. And obviously, Nottingham Forest knocking out the holders Leicester in that manner. 4-1. 4-1. I feel like I'm back in 1979. I wasn't alive back then, but I feel like I am, because Nottingham Forest getting a result like that, they might as well be top of the Premier League. Simple as that. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on it all. I'd much appreciate it. Thank you all so much. Don't forget, my review of the Africa Cup of Nations will be uploaded later tonight after it's all said and done. For me, it's a bittersweet moment, I have to say, because as of tonight, Algeria are no longer the African champions. And it was going to happen. But Senegal versus Egypt. Who's going to be crowned the new champions of Africa? Is it going to be Senegal for the very first time? Yes, they've never won it. Crazy, I know. First time? Or is it going to be Egypt for a record 8th time? Let's see what happens. I'll give you my thoughts later tonight. Make sure you guys are tuned in for it. Much appreciated. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed this. I'll see you later. Have a good one, people. In a bit. Take care and peace.